In a press conference, Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba says he will stay in office to tackle rising prices, tariff talks, and economic pressures. He vows to strike a fair trade deal with the U.S. and plans to speak with President Trump soon. Ishiba also agrees with the opposition on cash payouts to help households but rejects tax cuts as too slow. He calls for party talks on funding, pensions, and social welfare. Ishiba rules out personnel changes, coalition expansions, but will work with other parties. He later apologized to the LDP for the election loss, calling it a harsh verdict on his government. Now we're joined by Tomohiko Taniguchi. Thank you very much, Tomohiko, for joining us today. Welcome to NewsX World. Now, the far-right party, such as Sanseito Party, has gained significant traction in this election, capturing 14 seats. What does this surge in support for conservative parties say about Japan's current political landscape?
There are many interpretations, one of which is that one of the previous prime ministers, the name was Fumio Kishida, eventually purged the conservative wing of the LDP. The Liberal Democratic Party has traditionally been a broad church, a big tent party, and that had basically two elements: socially progressive and socially conservative. But Prime Minister Kishida, the predecessor, eventually purged the conservative wing. And so the those people who previously supported the conservative element of the LDP left the party en masse, and they couldn't find alternatives. And alternatives were all of a sudden given by this new party, Sanseito, which literally is translated into Party for Political Participation, PPP, if you like. And so PPP, Party for Political Participation, has gained all of a sudden traction. So that's a new kind of phenomenon.
And Tomohiko, according to media, political scandals have been one of the key factors behind this current ruling coalition's defeat. How much of an impact do scandals like these have on political stability in Japan?
The newspaper headlines have been very much vocal about that, but I'm not sure if that's been a concern for many voters. It's primarily to do with the economic conditions, and inflation has been biting the purse of pensioners. And remember that Japan has got a huge number of pensioners. For pensioners, it is the fixed income they can get, whereas inflation bites their income, the real amount of their income. So that's one of the primary concerns. And the second is, as I said, socially conservative group of people who hitherto had been very much supportive of the LDP, left the party, lost faith in the LDP, and so they were wandering to find who they should vote for.
And now, building on that, now Prime Minister Ishiba mentioned that he would focus on trade talks moving forward. In light of his party's recent defeat, how confident are you in Japan's ability to secure favorable trade agreements with the United States?
Well, it's useless for you to ask my opinion, because 99 out of 100 people in Japan would answer your question by saying, we cannot trust Ishiba, who has lost quite a few votes and who has lost faith.
Thank you very much for joining us today, Tomohiko Taniguchi, all the way from Japan. Thank you very much for your insight. Now we move on to